To me, the mountains of Switzerland are at their best in summer. Green, dazzling, towering, and beautiful. But Switzerland is more than just scenery, apart from being world famous for cheese, chocolate, and cuckoo clocks. Geneva, the country's most elegant city, plays host to literally thousands of committees, delegations, and assemblies from every capital of the world. This gives Geneva Airport an atmosphere of rather ominous international intrigue. One senses this the moment one arrives. Secret police, perhaps? Maybe. Swiss police, positively. And other items of what I call very definite interest. Today sees the start of the International Disarmament Conference. Like to play spot the delegates? The impeccable British, God bless them. The efficient Americans, what would we do without them? And the inscrutable Russians, what can we do with them?
Здравствуйте, товарищи. Здравствуйте, товарищи. Ну как, все в порядке, все хорошо у вас?
Professor Yorovich?
Yes.
I'm Ivanka Milanova, our security police here in Geneva.
How do you do, comrade?
Пойдемте.
Comrade, that man over there, he keeps watching us.
For your information, Piotr, that man over there is the notorious Simon Templar.
Yes, Sherry. No, Sherry, I will not tell her. You tell her she's your mother, not mine.
Please.
Ah, Mr. Templar. You are enjoying yourself in Geneva?
I enjoy myself everywhere.
I wish I could say the same.
Well, maybe you need vitamins.
I need someone to murder my wife.
Monsieur Dubois. Calling Monsieur Dubois.
Reception. Madam, if the pigeons keep you awake at night, moving to a higher floor will not help. The pigeons can fly, you understand?
Inspector Kleinhaus, do make yourself at home.
Thank you. I already have.
I'm delighted to see you.
The sentiment is far from mutual.
Oscar, you hurt my feelings.
You arrived yesterday?
Or is that a question or a statement of fact?
And the reason for your visit?
I like Geneva.
Ah, you're up to something.
Scout's honor.
No doubt you realize that the International Disarmament Commission resumes its sessions tomorrow.
Doesn't everybody?
And the International Monetary Fund.
So?
Now look, Geneva is host to more international organizations than any other city. We don't want our visitors from abroad irritated and molested and disturbed. And if any of their belongings happen to get lost...
You'll arrest me guilty or not?
Instantly.
Enter. Ah, Comrade Yarovich. Come over here. These NATO defense figures, they go only to the end of the year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I will have them up to date as soon as possible.
I need them for the conference tomorrow.
I start work at once.
Carol,
Yes?
are you unwell?
No, a little tired, Mikhail Alexandrovich, that is all. I will have the figures for you by this evening.
Спасибо, товарищ.
Yarovich, I'm worried about you. You're so sallow and pale. You look so tired, ill almost.
I'm quite well, thank you.
Oh, your daughter?
Yes,
She's beautiful.
very.
And you haven't seen her for,
20 years.
21. Her mother divorced you in 1944. Karl, do not do this thing, I beg you. If you try to defect, you will be brought back and punished. And it would grieve me deeply if I had to order your liquidation.
There is something else, Jovanka?
Yarovich,
What about him?
he is having, I think, an attack of revisionism.
Nonsense. Yarovich is a loyal citizen.
Then you also know that the daughter arrived in Geneva yesterday. I see you did not. He intends to defect to the West. Like all men, he is loyal only to his own conditioned reflexes. If only we had the daughter, it would make things easier.
His daughter?
I'm putting him on round-the-clock surveillance until he leaves Geneva.
As you wish.
I was not asking your permission, comrade.
Yarovich is a great scientist, an immensely valuable brain. If he's upset, the brain might stop thinking. And if that happens, and you are responsible, I'll warn you, you'll be sorry.
Are you threatening me?
I'm telling you, comrade, what you seem to have forgotten. We are now talking the language of coexistence. Caviar is much more palatable than gunpowder.
You're a diplomat. I'm a soldier.
Indeed, but I'm not afraid of you and your security police.
Possibly you should be.
I find you a bore.
scientist. Following him is child's play.
Following him is serious business. And don't you forget it.
Ah, Mr. Templar. Something came in this morning for you.
Sure. Please, have you a letter for Yorovich, Karel Yorovich?
I'll see, sir.
Oh, by the way, I shall be checking out of the Hotel Richmond tomorrow. I'll give you my forwarding address. Yeah?
Thank you, Mr. Templar.
Dearest Papa, the instant you receive this, please telephone me at this number. All my love, Irma.
Can I use your telephone, please?
Yes, certainly, sir. It's just there.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir.
There we are.
Good.
What? You have no right.
It is as we suspected.
Just come back. No, I will not. Let me go. No, let me go. No, I will not. No, let go. Don't you stand there, run!
I say I'm terribly sorry. I said I was sorry. I say we do seem to be bumping into each other, don't we?
Get me the police, quickly.
Yes, I'm in a telephone kiosk at the corner Rue de Corday. Yes, I'll wait. But please, hurry.
What's the Russian for mist?
Take your hands off me! My comrade and I both claim diplomatic immunity. We are both accredited representatives of the Russian government.
My apologies, sir. I regret this incident.
Dostoevsky.
You!
Yeah?
You are under arrest.
This man you claim to have been defending, who is he?
I have no idea.
Then why did you do it?
Oscar, you couldn't expect me to stand there while two refugees from a Siberian salt mine pushed an old man around.
A not very appreciative old man, or else he would have been here, giving evidence.
Maybe he was in a hurry.
This is not a joke! I am very angry.
Oh, you could have fooled me.
Now, I warn you, if any of our diplomatically immune guests press charges...
You'll put me in jail.
With the greatest of pleasure.
But?
I will try to smooth out your roughhouse behavior.
How?
The Russian delegation is giving a cocktail party this afternoon. I will convey your abject apologies.
Oh, that's exceedingly civil of you, Oscar.
Go! Keep out of trouble. And work off your hostilities in private.
Talking about working things off, Oscar, you ought to work some of that off.
Oh, go!
It's very bad for your blood pressure.
Take that smile off your face. Wait! Just one more thing.
Yes, Oscar?
The French actress Thérèse Dostar
What about her?
She is staying at your hotel.
Really? Would you like me to get her autograph?
And she has a diamond necklace worth a fortune. Now, if you as much as speak to her...
I know, the guillotine.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Templar, your key.
Thank you, Andrew. How's the wife?
Very bad.
Please, Mr. Templar, you must help me.
I must.
I'm Irma Yorovich.
Well, at least I know what to call you.
It is most urgent. Please, in private, I must come to your room.
Delighted.
How does he do it?
He has great talent. Women who ask me for help are always fat and fifth gen. And it's always about pigeons and radiators.
Would you please to close the window?
Well, Miss Yorovich?
I think I should tell you something about myself.
Would be an idea.
I am Russian originally. My family come from the part of Finland where the two countries meet.
Well, since 1940, it's all been Soviet, hasn't it?
Yes.
And your father?
He is a scientist, a professor at the University of Leningrad. Of physics, I think. I do not ever remember seeing him, except in pictures. During the war, when I was a baby, my mother was separated from him. With me, she escaped to Sweden. My father was unable to get permission to leave Russia after the war. My mother, well, I do not think she was too much in love with him. Anyway, there was a divorce. Then, a year ago, my mother died. I thought that my father should be told of her death. So I wrote to him. But somehow he received the letter.
Still at the University of Leningrad?
Yes. He wrote back, wanting to know all about me. We began to write often. We exchanged photographs. I had nobody, so it was exciting to find a real father and to learn all about him. Then I got a different letter. It had been smuggled out.
Just the waiter. Now, this letter of your father, he said he wanted to defect?
Yes. At last the opportunity came. He was told he would come to Geneva for the disarmament conference. Not to take part, but to advise on scientific questions. I tell this so badly. I'm so frightened.
Well, you're perfectly safe here.
I know.
Well, go on.
I left a letter for him at the International Travel. I give him my phone number in Geneva. This afternoon, my father calls me from the Rue des Corday. I tell him to stay there, to wait. I will come at once to collect him in a taxi.
What happened when you got there?
He is gone.
And you think they caught him?
Yes.
Well, what did you do then?
I was desperate. So I go to the police.
Of course, we're not of much help.
No, they say if he is in the legation, it is hopeless. The Russians can do what they like there, as if they were in Russia.
But you can't be sure that he is in the legation.
I know nothing. He could be anywhere. But they have got him back. And they will take him to Siberia. Maybe they will kill him.
How did you get on to me?
My father tells me on the telephone how brave you were to help him at the international travel. So I go there, and the man behind the desk tells me your hotel.
Talk about a needle in a haystack.
Please?
Well, he could be anywhere.
But you will find him, please.
I shall do my best, but I can't promise anything.
Thank you.
Now, you're to stay here, you understand?
Yes.
And you don't open the door to anyone except me.
You are going somewhere?
Yes. To a cocktail party.
You, out. Come.
Unless you get your hand off me in 3 seconds, you're going to end up smack bang in the middle of the caviar.
What do you want?
I'm on a goodwill mission. Why, Oscar! How nice to see you.
What are you doing here?
Oh, well, I couldn't let you do my dirty work, so I came along to tender my apologies in person.
Get out.
Everybody wants to get rid of me.
Ah, Inspector Kleinhaus.
Lieutenant Commander Fritz von Tobler, Swiss Navy.
How kind of you to come.
You are not even invited.
A slight social oversight, Oscar. Not the red caviar, not this time of the year. The black is infinitely superior. Don't speak with your mouth full.
Why, Mr. Templar?
Hello?
You know him?
Of course, who does not? How handsome you look.
You too.
Come, we will talk, you and I. Oh, you're not drinking?
How observant you are.
You'll join me?
And kind.
Cheers.
Ваше здоровье.
My name is Yolanka Milanova.
So much simpler than Smith and so Russian.
Now, the truth.
About what?
Why you're really here.
Well, the fact is, I came to inquire about a friend.
Who?
Guess.
Karol Yurovich.
Brilliant deduction. The fact is, I'm rather worried about him.
We all are.
Oh?
He is very, very tired.
When I saw him at the International Travel Office today, I had the impression he was more frightened.
Just exhausted. We've sent him away.
May I inquire where?
Oh, some quiet place where he can rest. You know, of course, that he has a daughter.
No, I didn't.
Yes, she lives in Stockholm. She arrived in Geneva only yesterday.
How fascinating.
She's been in touch with you.
She has.
You make a great mistake, Mr. Templar, to treat me like a fool.
Do I?
Of course she has been in touch with you. That's why you're here. We would very much like her to meet Comrade Yurovich.
I'll bet.
It would greatly comfort him.
To say nothing of what it'll do for her.
Give her my message, Mr. Templar. Tell her that we can easily arrange for her to meet her father. He is quite close by. Excuse me?
Man I was looking for. I'm so sorry I had heard you this morning.
What
Monty! What are you doing in this room?
Investigating.
On whose authority?
Mine.
You have none.
But I'm here.
Yes, on Russian territory. Technically and legally, you're guilty of breaking and entering.
And technically, what are you guilty of? Kidnapping? Murder? Or both?
You're talking nonsense.
Then let me talk a little more of it to Karol Yurovich.
He would not be interested.
Shall we let him decide?
The decision is mine. Tierishta nada.
I can assure you of the cooperation of the Swiss police at all times.
Well, Oscar, you leaving so soon? The hospitality too much for you? Thank you for the guided tour. Would you mind dropping me off at my
Look,
hotel?
I'm rather late now.
Thank you. It was a fascinating party.
Look, I'm here in my official
to talk to you
capacity.
about
I
this
cannot
before
do that.
we-
I cannot. You expect me to drive.
Templar.
Well,
I'm afraid you were right. They do have him.
I knew it.
They've sent him somewhere to rest and relax.
They will kill him.
No, he's much too valuable.
No. By their standards, the individual is as nothing. Being a great scientist will not save him.
Oh, come on, don't you worry. I'll think of something.
Oh, I'm sorry to cry. I cannot help it. To come all this way from Stockholm, and it's all of no use.
Can I get you something, a brandy?
No, perhaps some coffee.
Well, now, first of all, we have to figure out where they have him, and then figure out how to get him out. Room service? This is 703. Would you send me off a pot of coffee for two? Thank you.
Mr. Templar, you do not know these people. I have a great fear of them. They will stop at nothing. I am sure they are watching my hotel. And now that you interfere with them and ask them questions, now they will be watching you.
Good evening, gentlemen.
You will see, please, that this is delivered to Mr. Templar.
Certainly, sir. Can I do anything else?
And nothing.
Mr. Templar's room, please. Quickly.
Visitors? What do they look like? I see. That's quick thinking, Andre. We're going to have visitors.
You must get me out of here.
Well, we do keep running into each other, don't we?
We're looking for a young girl.
It's nice and normal, isn't it?
We know she's here. The bathroom.
Old men, young girls, you're a couple of real sports, aren't you? Of course, hiding a girl in this room would be some feat, wouldn't it?
Search it.
I suppose you're holding her father.
Of course. And when we have the daughter, the father will be more cooperative.
Where is he?
Somewhere safe and comfortable.
We must report to Comrade Milanova.
Oh, charming lady. Do give her my warmest regards.
You understand, Mr. Temple. There's nothing personal in all this. It's just that we have a job to do.
And you do it so bravely with your diplomatic immunity.
Your coffee, sir.
Two cups, Mr. Templar.
Yes, will you join me?
Miss Yurovich, we know you are here. I will count up to 3, and then I will shoot Mr. Templar. 1, 2. Thank you. Now come with us.
Where?
Only to be reunited with your father. You want that, don't you?
Where is he?
The Villa Beauregard outside Bergenstock.
Shut up, you fool! Unfortunately, Mr. Templar, you now know too much. So it is my unpleasant duty.
We don't hit girls.
At least we know where my father is.
Yes, but they know that we know. Andre, where's Bergenstock?
The southern shore of Vierwohlstattersee.
Is that near Lucerne?
Moderately.
Good. By the way, my room needs a little attention.
Just leave everything to me.
I will, including my money. We'll drive to Lucerne tonight, and in the morning we'll start looking for the Villa Beauregard, okay?
Get up. You fools. Get up! What happened? Why was force necessary? You were trained to do this sort of thing. You failed.
Comrade, I swear. We followed your instructions.
If you have bungled this thing, I promise you there will be no mercy. None. You understand? Kara Yurovich is extremely valuable to us. If this thing would...
What are you doing here? You are in Monsieur Templar's room without his permission, and I must call the police.
Quick, out.
You live in Stockholm long?
Since I'm a little girl.
You don't have a Swedish accent.
I learned my English from my mother. She had a Finnish accent. Since then, all sorts of teachers in schools.
What happened between your father and mother?
My mother learned to prefer the capitalist way of life. She would not go back to the Soviet. When we find the villa, what then?
Look it over, and then we figure out a way to break in.
Supposing they take him someplace else before we reach him.
Then we failed. Got it.
May I look?
Yeah, down there. It's not going to be easy.
No.
The best way's in across the water.
You mean by boat?
And I could swim in, get into the grounds from the lakeside.
That would be very dangerous. You are a very brave and kind man.
Well, you are only sensational, otherwise I wouldn't be hooked on this caper.
Please?
I mean, I wouldn't be risking a jail sentence or maybe a bullet in the back.
I know. I promise I will never forget you.
I'm going to take a closer look at the villa and do some shopping. I'll see you back at the hotel. It's just about 0 hour. You ever use one of these?
Never.
Could you?
I should think so, if I had to.
This is the safety catch. Off to fire, on when you're carrying it.
I understand.
Good. Don't use it unless you have to.
No, I won't.
Now, let's go over this once more. Here's the lake. I'm going to swim along here. Now, there's the road. Remember what we worked out. Your car's broken down. You want to use their phone to call a garage. They won't let you in, so you get hysterical. Keep them occupied at the front door as long as you can.
I understand.
What time do you have?
10:05.
You're going to action at 11 o'clock sharp.
Right. Simon, there's just one thing you may have overlooked.
There's probably a dozen.
Supposing they have already begun to brainwash my father so that he does not trust us. Supposing he does not want to be rescued.
That's impossible. They haven't had him long enough.
But if necessary, we must use force to make him come with us.
Don't worry.
Good luck.
What is it? What do you want?
My car is broken down.
This is private property.
Please, I must use your telephone.
You must walk to the village. It's only half a kilometer.
But it is late and I am not strong. I cannot possibly walk to the village.
I'm sorry.
I am a woman alone. You will not allow me to use your telephone.
I do, Mr. Seaman.
Don't you know me?
What do you want? I
Listen,
never...
Papa, we have come to rescue you.
Rescue me, but I'll be...
Please, Papa, we are going to take you to Stockholm, where you will be free.
No. No.
Hurry, Papa, get dressed. We haven't got much time.
No. Why do you call me Papa?
What's the matter, Professor? Don't you recognize your own daughter?
My daughter?
You see, they have done it.
You are not my daughter.
He does not know me. He has been drugged. We must force him to come with us.
Oh, I think not.
We must get him out of here.
No.
But you promised.
Did I? Well, not exactly, although you did do your best to put the idea into my head. Unfortunately, that was after I decided there was something wrong with your story. Or even finding your picture in the Russian legation didn't convince me. And then, on my way home from the cocktail party with Inspector Kleinhaus, he confirmed my suspicions.
Simon, what are you saying?
It's not what I'm saying, it's what you said. Oh, little expressions like the capitalist life and Soviet. Only a Russian would say things like that.
Please, Mr. Templar, if
Don't worry, Professor, you're not going anywhere.
You're mad.
Yes, I am. Especially when people try to con me into doing their dirty work for them.
You knew all the time that he was safe with the Swiss police.
That's exactly what I've been saying. You're quite clever, comrade. But not clever enough.
Don't.
Give me the gun.
I will kill you.
You won't.
I'm taking him with me.
No.
You killed him. What do you want from me?
We want you, you traitor.
The signal. Hurry.
A brilliant operation.
Yes.
Especially locating Yorovich's real daughter.
She will be very useful.
Put your coat on.
I don't understand.
Did you really think we'd let you defect, you old fool? Hurry up.
Good evening.
Inspector, I protest.
Please don't talk to me about diplomatic privilege. I find the subject extremely boring. Take them away and charge them.
You cannot do this!
Madam, let me assure you that you are very much persona non grata. And the same goes for your friends.
Inspector,
Please be quick.
I was told I was safe. The Swiss police promised me I was safe.
You are. You underestimated me, darling. A great mistake. Blanks. I figured it was safer to plant a gun on you loaded with blanks rather than risk you having one of your own loaded with real bullets. It's all right, Professor. You're quite safe. Inspector Kleinhaus told me you asked for political asylum.
Yes, I did. By telephone. The Swiss police came for me at the telephone kiosk. I do not understand.
Well, Oscar let me play along so we could nab the whole gang.
Madame Milanova is on the telephone to their legation now. We are arranging a little diplomatic trade.
The whole point of this charade, Professor, was so that we could get your real daughter out of the Russians' hands.
Yes, she will be leaving the legation any moment. And you are both booked on a flight to Stockholm tomorrow.
But the guards, you knocked them out.
Well, they were in on the plan. They faked it.
What will happen to me?
Well, because of your diplomatic immunity, you and your friends will be allowed to leave Geneva on condition that you never, ever return here.
Does that apply to me, Oscar?
Possibly. Come on.
Miss Yorovich.
Whatever your real name is, you won't believe this, but it is true. I'm sorry it turned out this way. I liked your story much better.